After 1 year of lockdown due to COVID-19 and the rise of Zoom, we decided to use this opportunity to ask some friends and family some questions about the stock market. Let's go. What's an ETF?
ETF? I have a lot of thoughts about what it could possibly be.
E-transfer.
No.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Transfer fund, something transfer fund. Exchange transfer fund, that sounds good.
A trust fund?
ETF?
E-trust fund. T maybe is transfer. Okay, sure. E could be electronic or something. Okay. Wait, what's the last one? Electronically transferred fund. Yeah, that sounds right. Earnings, transfer.
Form.
Exchange traded fund.
An ETF is like a group of stocks.
You can own shares in the fund, and so you don't own the shares directly, but you own shares in like this big grouping, like disperses your risk as an investor.
In finance, what does compounding mean?
I did learn this in accounting, but it's clearly already left my brain.
Your gains build because as the value increases, your like base to build value on also increases.
Yeah.
I would say that it's just a bunch of stocks making a new stock.
You make interest on the interest.
Compounding is like over time it builds.
Like compounding interest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Warren Buffett?
Oh!
He does sound familiar.
Yeah, that's a very familiar name.
Yeah. Sounds familiar. It does sound familiar. Why? I've never heard of a Buffett.
He owns something big.
Berkshire Hathaway?
No. His name would be in it. Berkshire Hathaway Buffett.
Berkshire.
Company.
He's got a lot of money for sure.
Pretty sure he's like a finance tycoon.
He's a very famous investor.
Like an old Hollywood star.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a stock owner, like the inventor of the stock market. Yeah.
The Oracle of Omaha.
Oh! No. Oh, okay. Hold on. It's coming back to me. Just give me a second. Oh my god. I was just talking about this with my mom.
About Warren Buffett?
It's Berkshire Hathaway.
That's hilarious.
Who determines the price of a stock?
The stock person. Stock
The market.
People do. The buyers and sellers.
So you think it's the company that determines? I don't think so, because why would the company decide their own stock value?
Then they would just make their stock a bunch of money.
Yeah, someone on Wall Street. The people.
True or false? You need a lot of money to invest in the stock market.
False. False. You do not need more money.
False.
False.
False. I'm poor and have lots of stocks.
Black Monday was one of the worst one-day stock market drops in history on record. How much did it drop on that day?
It was the worst in history. The worst in history. And with all of our history knowledge on the stock market.
426? No, I said 46. 4 to 6%. Do you have any guesses? I would say 47.
Then just say 50.
If it was the worst, 50%? 50%? I think that's not that bad.
90%.
75. Okay.
40%.
No, that's dumb. It's in the hundreds.
0.5%. That's a lot. No. 2%. 4%. 3%. 4%. Final answer. Is this Price is Right rules or what?
I don't think it can be in the hundreds of percents.
My stocks are up hundreds of percents.
Yeah, but it can't.
5.6%.
Too high.
Can it drop hundreds of? I don't think it can drop hundreds of percents.
Final answer for me, 4.5%.
No, I think it's too high.
I think it can.
1.9.
Because the stock can go below zero, can't it?
I don't think so.
4%. Final answer. So that means it has to be at least 6%.
12.5.
I'm gonna go final answer 8.6%.
You said final answer like 12 times. Yeah, that's true.
All right, that is my final answer.
What is it?
8.4%.
12.5. 6%.
Who is Jim Cramer?
I know he's not that guy on Seinfeld who pops in at the door, you know. Hey, Jerry.
Jerry, my rods and cones are all screwed up.
What's the movie in Iron Man when they announced that they're not going to make weapons anymore, and then Pepper is watching the TV show and he's like, "Are you Stark Industries?" and he's like smashes the cup. Is that Kramer?
New Stark Industries.
industry's business plan.
Yes!
Jim Cramer is Brendan's celebrity crush. He talks about like how the stock market did and where he thinks we should invest and not invest, and he yells at people.
He's the host of the show Mad Money, where he talks about stock, has a very good variety of sound effects.
Has a TV show, perpetually loud and angry.
How do you actually buy a stock?
Stock market's open from 9:30 to 4.
Yes, you go down to the market. I'd like to buy one.
Yeah.
If we're being really detailed, I would have to transfer money into my account, click on the stock I want to buy, and how many I want to buy, and then you hit buy, and then I own them.
Jess, you're still learning this.
Yeah,
we watched the stock videos, the stock
did.
live streams. I was gonna do it with the Wealth Trade app.
Yes.
So can you do it through an app?
How often do stock prices change?
I want to say constantly
Yeah.
too.
All the time.
Yeah, they
Every
fluctuate
day.
like at least 4 or 5 times a day.
It's always like bajillions of times.
That's not true. There's a closing price, so they're not changing all the time. During 9:30 to what is it?
Oh, the
4?
9:30 to 4 opening hours of the stock market. You're right.
Like every second.
Closing price, and then
Closing.
but there's also an open.
The reason I got it is because I'm stressed when I look at stocks, but they change so much.
And you're always stressed.
Yeah.
That was Lauren and I. Julia. Sometimes the
closing
the-
price.
they have a cap price. You gotta
So that's not necessarily true.
you gotta carry the one. You said that. That wasn't me. I used my falsetto voice, so it might have sounded like Julia.